students entrepreneurs through export. This webinar is being organized to give informative and inspirational roadmaps to inspire the students to develop entrepreneurial skills, help problem solving, and find success through startups. I hope you might have heard this startup word, and we are frequently receiving startup circulars like our country. It is mainly insisting and infusing the students to involve in startup activities. Even today also you might have approached, your faculty members might have approached you to enroll in startup based events, right? Anybody have registered for that? Have you given your team list for participating in one of the events that is being organized by one of our government? Like I think it is being organized by AICTE, right? Have you given your list? So many contests is being organized by our country. So what is the main focus on this is that, so our India is having a very massive number of youth. I mean, in our India, nearly 70% of the population is comprising the youth. So if we utilize our youth strength, really our country, nobody can beat up our country. So we can become a very strongful and the one among all the other countries in the world. So it is in the youth hand, and how you are going to utilize how you are going to transform your skills into a more productive way. Okay, so that is the objective of this webinar. Like our today's youth, you should not only after the graduation, I would like to work into a company like that. You should not only think about your employability and monthly salary jobs. Okay, so you always have a foresight to become a successful entrepreneur. So that you should have an imagination to give and create more employability opportunities to other countries and other society people, so that our society as well as our nation will, okay. And here entrepreneurship very important, because it has the ability to improve the standards of living and create wealth, not only for the entrepreneur who is involved in that company, but also for a related business, society, company, and world as the whole. Okay, entrepreneurs are the major driving forces. They create innovations, and they create more job opportunities in order to uplift our country to the top in the world. Okay, so let us enter into our webinar talk. And this webinar session will comprise the different definitions given by the eminent entrepreneurs on entrepreneurship, and then what are the characteristics of different entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, and what are the challenges faced by different entrepreneurs, how they are resolved, and what are the qualities you have to possess in order to become a successful entrepreneur. So these are the topics we are going to discuss today. Actually, entrepreneur is a person who establishes his own business or industrial undertaking with a view of making profit. This is very important. Entrepreneur, they never ever work for getting the bread and butter. Okay, they want to work for making profit. So once he makes profit, he is not the only beneficiary, and whoever working along with him, all the dependent persons, the related businesses, the related society, everybody will get benefited. So this is what the basic definition of the entrepreneur. Let us see what are the different definitions given by other eminent persons. Some teacher defined entrepreneur as a person who introduces innovative things in an entrepreneur, and he is an integral part of the economic growth. So the economic growth of GDP rate of a country it fully depends on the entrepreneurs who are there in the country. Okay, so if the GDP rate or economic growth has to grow, it has to be increased, it is in the hands of entrepreneurs. Then, as per Webster, entrepreneur is the one who assumes a risk and management of business. So it is very common. Entrepreneur, he always knows uh, his business always comprises the ups and downs will be in his company, and during the uptime, he is not the only person is going to enjoy, and he uh, I mean, he forecasts that risk also may occur, downtime also will occur, and difficult time also will occur in his business. He always know. So accordingly, he has to make precautions in order to walk across the risk timing, trying timing in a smooth way. So entrepreneur is the one who assumes a risk as well as management of the business very successfully. Now let's discuss characteristics of an entrepreneur. So very important characteristics of an entrepreneur is hardworking. Hardworking is very important. You might have why business person. Business it means that it contains the word busy. Okay. So always a business person is to be a busiest person. He never ever spends he or she now equivalently ladies and male and female everybody are equivalently involving in startups and entrepreneurship, and they are starting their company. So, the entrepreneur, the first characteristic is hardworking. Okay, he never ever wastes his time without any productivity. He should not waste his time. And business acumen and sincerity. Business acumen, it means that it's about the keenness and quickness in understanding and dealing with the business solution just to produce good outcome. Okay, you always think about what are the alternatives, what are the measures, and what are the opportunities are available. You always think about that. Using all these things, he has to produce better outcome. Okay, and the sincerity. He should have a wide wisdom about the surroundings in the in the business field, as well as he should be very sincerity and hardworking person. Then only the business will become a profitable one. And prudence, he should have a wide wisdom to know in what way he has to travel, what decision he has to take. Either the decision is correct or not, he should have a very good clarity, and in order to classify either the taken decision is right or wrong, he should have a wide wisdom. So the person should, and successful entrepreneur should have a wide wisdom. Next one, achievement motivation. So always motivation used to be given by, don't think motivation should be given by others. Okay, so first of all, we have a very energy and very big secret in us only to become a successful person, not only in entrepreneur, whatever the field we choose, we can become a successful person. It only purely depends on the self-motivation, self-confidence. Okay, so self-motivation is a very, very important character, and it should be, it is possessed by it is possessed by all of the successful entrepreneurs. And self-reliance and independence. The successful business persons, successful entrepreneurs are very self-reliant persons. They are independent. They never ever depend on others. They never wait for others. They never waste time, and they are purely independent. Whatever the decision takes, either it is um, either it leads to up and down. They won't bother about. They will take whatever they think right. They will take the decision, and they will proceed on their way. and they're highly optimistic. So whenever they take a decision, they used to think that the taken decision is correct and it will lead to a productivity and it will lead to a right path. So such an optimistic character is very important for every successful entrepreneur. And keen foresight. So a successful entrepreneur must have a keen foresight. So in order to know what will happen in future, so he should not take any decision or any measures that will lead only the near outcome or near to be happened. Whatever the steps an entrepreneur takes, it should be uh, forecasted. Like it should be based on the foresight. After 1 year and after 5 years, after 10 years, if I take this step, what will happen in future? Like that, each and every step of a successful entrepreneur should be very cautious. And planning and organizing ability. So this is very important. One of the important characteristics of successful entrepreneur. He should have a very clear planning and organizing ability in order to make the things work out. Innovativeness, innovativeness. It is nowadays to sustain in the business. Innovativeness, research and development are very important. The person, the entrepreneur must be a techie person. Okay, he should know what is happening, what are the innovative technologies are booming out in the uh, business market. So he should try to adopt those innovativeness and technologies in his business also in order to stand up and stand out with his business. Risk taking. So risk taking is like a piece of cake for business person. Okay. So he should not hesitate to adopt any of the new technology or any of the new innovations that arises that is expected by the customer. He should readily take up the risk in order to become successful in his business. And C plus maintenance, all his plans, plan strategies have to be kept secret. If it is revealed, then others they may implement it. So maintaining the secret is also very important for every successful person. And public relations is very important. Through which he can make a big network, which will give him a chances for growth in his company. Communication skills and public relations skills are very important so that he can convey whatever he thinks he sees. Then only he can adopt those things and convey those things to others. There are different types of entrepreneurs are there. So adaptive entrepreneurs, Australian, drone entrepreneurs. Okay. So in this, the individual entrepreneur is the most preferable entrepreneurship. So individual entrepreneurs, they are highly motivated, they are highly talented, and innovation is the key function for them. Introduction of new products, introduction of new quality of existing products, new method of production, opening a new market, discovering new source of supply of raw material or finished goods, achieve monopoly or break of monopoly. Like that, all the innovations and like difference they want to make in their product and in their business. So those entrepreneurs are known as innovative entrepreneurs. These entrepreneurs are only the successful entrepreneurs. Like Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs why is it given his name as an example for innovative entrepreneur? There are a number of entrepreneurs out there, but here Steve Jobs is a American business magnate who was the pioneer of the personal computers, and uh, so he made a revolution in personal computers development, and he introduced iPhone, iPad, everything, all the innovative products he only introduced. Now we are enjoying with those products. So he's a very popular figure of innovative entrepreneurs. And Amazon. So nowadays, we almost everybody we know we are habituated by products through Amazon. It is introduced. I mean, it is developed by Jeffrey Preston Bezos. So he is also a popular figure for innovative entrepreneurs. Just all the other entrepreneurs are like adaptive and initiative entrepreneurs. Just, um, they used to adopt the existing successful innovation. They want to copy, they want to imitate other businesses. And they don't want to innovate anything, just they imitate the techniques and technologies which are already implemented by others. Like if you take a Micromax mobile, they adopted each and every technology and tools, methodology in their mobile from the existing mobile. So whenever new technology and anything is widely adopted and popular in the market, this type of entrepreneurs, they copy and they implement in their product. So, but they won't initiate, they won't start developing new products. Next is Canadian entrepreneurs. Canadian entrepreneurs are very careful in their approaches and they are cautious in adopting any changes. They are very reluctant to take any of the steps in their business. Okay, and they are not prone to sudden resistance and they try to shy away from any of the innovations or change that does not fit their narrative. Uh, Change and innovation, it does not be in their dictionary at all. Okay, so Canadian entrepreneurs, this is a very, we should not follow the Canadian entrepreneurs. They usually follow the very careful approaches only. Very careful approaches and conventional steps only. For example, if you take this grocery shop and some petty shop owners, they won't take any of the innovative methods. Also, even in still in 90 percentage of the grocery shop, none of the innovative methodologies are implemented. They want to follow the conventional way of selling and buying only. So these type of entrepreneurs are known as Australian entrepreneurs. Next one, zone entrepreneur. So this is the least type in the list of entrepreneurs. Like zone entrepreneur, they just simply blindly follow the traditional methods which are inherited from their forefathers, and even though they won't care about, even though the company leads to loss, they won't care about. Still, they'll blindly follow the traditional method of production. For example, if you take the type of companies like coil company and um, like other type of small work, they'll even though we don't they don't have um, any of the proof that that company is leading to create more outcome, more profit, and even though it does not lead to those good productivity, they simply blindly follow the conventional methods in their company, and they also don't want to introduce new things in their company. So this type of entrepreneurs are at the last in the list of entrepreneurs. So whom you want to be out of four? Whom you want to be, ma? Innovative entrepreneur, adaptive, Canadian, or drone entrepreneur? Whom you want to become? Whom you want to become? Anybody listening?
Students, please respond.
Okay. Apart from this, some other type of entrepreneurs are also there, like individual entrepreneurs, institutional entrepreneurs, inheritance entrepreneurs, and technological entrepreneurs. So individual entrepreneurs, they'll take whatever the decisions are implemented, technology or adopted in their company, just fully based on the single person's decision. Majority of the entrepreneur belongs to the small scale industry sector. These are examples for individual entrepreneurs. They enjoy the benefits of flexibility and quick decision making. Because he is the only leader in his company, so he can enjoy the benefits of flexibility and quick decision making. Individual enterprises are not able to grow they cannot able to grow or develop beyond a limit because it is led by a single person. That's why it can reach it can reach a limit not beyond certain level. Its limit is within the boundary only. It cannot grow beyond that boundary. Next, the institutional entrepreneur, here in which it comprises a number of persons in that whatever the strategies, technologies, decisions are taken, that has to be collectively accepted by all the persons involved in this. Example, Infosys is an example for institutional entrepreneur. Inherited entrepreneur is the business is being inherited from their forefathers or ancestors. Like sometimes people become entrepreneur when they inherit a family business and pass from one generation to another generation. This type of entrepreneurship is known as inherited entrepreneurship. For example, entrepreneur of large-scale business concern like Tata, Reliance, Birla, TVS, these are all examples for inherited entrepreneur. In technological entrepreneur, technically qualified persons have entered the field of business to commercially exploit their inventions and discoveries. And technical and scientific advancements started creating changes in the economic structure of the nation. Their asset is the technical expertise. For example, if you take the solar bike, red bus, so these persons, they have introduced all these things uh, when they since they thought out of the box. Okay, so through their innovations and innovative thinking, they have introduced um, these products. Okay, they have initially started this one as a small products and now it's spread over the world. So So let's discuss a successful entrepreneur. What are the qualities are expected? And actually, there are many people start a business and startups, but there is no set profile of an entrepreneur. They can be young or old, or male or female, and they come from all sorts of backgrounds. Okay, many people they start a business, and there is no limit for that. And but only thing is that to become a successful in your business, you should possess all these qualities. Like you should be a determined person, committed person, innovative, self-belief, can deal with setbacks, a hardworking, calculator, risk taker, can identify an opportunity. So all these qualities, if you possess, you can become a successful entrepreneur. Either you are a young person or old or male or female, there is no limit at all. And people from all walks of life can become a successful entrepreneur irrespective of all these discriminations. And one of the important characteristics of an entrepreneur is self-reliance. What is self-reliance? Self-reliance skills help young people to effectively deal with adversity and pain and are vital to their well-being. For example, as a student, you may face a number of problems like physical illness, change of school, transitioning from primary school to high school, change in family makeup, and you know, change of friendship group, conflict with peers, conflict with family, managing study workload, starting a business venture. Like this, at this teenage, you may face these type of problems. So if you come across, if you have the ability to face all these problems very smoothly, it means that you are having a high reliance ability. And now let's see key messages. There are many instances in life where resilience appears. And what is the resilience? Expressing and understanding our emotions, our own emotions, is a key ingredient to resilience. Being resilient is not about keeping things inside, but expressing how you feel and moving forward. Okay, so resilient person is if somebody is keeping everything in his heart, if he kept mum, he is not a resilient person. Like one or the other day he will burst out. So, to be a smart person, to be a resilient person, you should convey your expression in such a way that others also should feel happy and accept you. So, you have to convey your feel in such a way. Okay, and then you have to move forward very smartly and smoothly. And building confidence is self-confidence, self-esteem is very, very important. It brings out the best in you. That is, self-esteem is how you think about yourself, being comfortable with how you look and how you feel. And being confident means being good about yourself, your abilities, and your thoughts. And students, and in future, I would like you all to become a successful entrepreneur. Okay, so first of all, I ask you all, you should have a good, big self-esteem on you. Like you should respect first of all, you should respect yourself in a good way, and don't compare your appearance with others. Okay, don't compare your abilities, your thoughts with others. So each and every person, they are having their own individuality, their abilities, their skills, and so don't compare yourself with others. If you compare with others, you are pulling you down. Okay, so building confidence through self-esteem is a very, very important characteristic. Either you are tall or short or fair or dark, nothing works out. The only magic is that the only magic which will lead you to heights in your future is having the self-confidence and self-esteem. It is fully based on how you think about yourself and how you feel about yourself. You always have to feel proud of you. Okay, and you can build this your self-confidence through learning, extensive lifelong learning, and how you feel, how you look, and what you say about you. You so it's fully based on how you feel about yourself, how you look about you, and what you say about you, and then the life experience what you have gained from your life, and then what you learn from others' life, and the networking. Networking is nothing but who you are talking. So that is very, very important. So selecting the people to connect with your network, your friendship network is very, very important. Okay, because their vibrancy will react on you also. So whatever they are thinking, if you speak with the person having low confidence, and if you speak, they'll be the people having the low confidence, they are negative people. That vibrancy will attack you. So always be cautious to have friendship with the persons those are having positive attitude and positive vibrance. So networking with people is very important. Be cautious in selecting the people in your network. And goal setting is it is also very important characteristic to build your confidence level. And building confidence, sometimes it can come and go depending on the situation you are in. Okay, sometimes you might be really going outside of school, you may be really going outside of school, but you may really shy in a class. Okay, and it is completely normal. Whenever you are in class, you may feel shy and you may keep quiet. And but when you go out of the school, you may be very outspoken person. But why? What is the problem? Why your confidence level varies from outside of the school and um, inside the school? What is the reason? Because at school or at college, you are surrounded by a lot of different people, and it can be difficult for you to speak up and be yourself. And one way to start building confidence in school is by answering questions during your lesson. And you could also help a friend in studying with a subject that you are good at. Okay, so by doing these things, even during the class also, you can build your confidence because you are in very small age, so your future is still you have not yet started. Okay, so now all your skills, everything you have to. This is the age to develop and create yourself. Okay, So in this age, you have to possess all the positive skills and actions. So you during the class, the students they ask you to answer for all the questions that is raised by the professors, and whatever the questions are asked, you must be the first person to answer for that. Okay, and think of your talents and the things you enjoy doing. Then remind yourself of these whenever you feel down. Like so, so you always have to think about what are the qualities you are having, because whenever you tell answers during the classes, and it will automatically your confidence level will be improved. And whenever you help your friend, if they have doubt, if you clarify, you will get some satisfaction. That satisfaction improves your confidence level. So what is the outcome of this? So these things, these scenario, surely it will affect and it will react whenever you feel down in your trying time. So if you feel down in your trying time and difficult time, at the time you have to think about all the past experiences in which you reacted well. So in such time, those experiences will boost you up and it will revoke you from the trying times. And if you have low esteem, so whenever you feel down in your some way, so you could also get inspiration from someone who is very confident, and you sometimes have an image of the person you want to be, and it could be somebody who is confident in the class and their ideas are perhaps somebody who is not worried about trying anything or afraid of what other people think. So, so it shows that whenever you have low self-esteem, at that time you want to imitate others, you want to follow the strategies adopted by others. So the person who is having the high esteem, always he used to be outspoken, and he used to be he used to be very active, and he never bother about what others are thinking. So students, I ask you, I ask you all that in your life, don't worry about what others are thinking. Okay, so if you think about what others will think, really it will give a very stumbling a block in your life. You cannot at all come up in your life. So as a youth, since you not yet started your life, you are in a building stage. You are in a stage of acquiring all the important skills. So at this age, you always think about these are the skills I want to possess, and because I want to become like that. So you should think in such a way, like you fix your goal, and to achieve that goal, what are the skills are required, you just build your skills. Okay, don't worry about what others are thinking. And so at last, finally, enterprise skills in how to develop enterprise skills in different settings, and how to develop enterprise skills. There are various ways and means are there. Like you can learn how to develop. There are a number of books like how to appear and this and that. Like so, those type of books you can follow, and training courses and work experience, work studying and mentoring sessions and volunteering, talk events, conferences, YouTube videos. There are many other ways are there that will infuse to appear entrepreneurship skills. Students actually in our country, many businesses start, many entrepreneurs start. They have started. They are very popular and they become um, very successful in their business. But however, in our country, the conventions and some norms are followed, societal status so and norms and that are followed. But these conventional norms and social consciousness, which always pull us back, and still in many of the places of our country, and the norms which are prescribed by the society and family should have to be followed by the persons in that society, and and family. Those who cross across those norms and conventions, um, they'll be highly criticized. Okay, this is what the scenario in our country. Still in many of the backward states and backward areas, still it is followed. But despite that, an individual can come up if he has the willpower, if he has confidence and burning desire to become a successful entrepreneur in order to uplift our country to the top in the world economic level. So because our country it contains number of innovators, number of successful innovators, number of successful business persons, entrepreneurs, it contains, but the number of entry level is less. Number of entry level is less, but success history is very high. Okay, success history. How come success history is high and the entry level is less? If you can ask me. But number of persons, those who are entering into the entrepreneurial field is it is less compared to the other countries. But the number of people, those who are becoming very successful, it is very high compared to other sections, other nations. Okay, so it means that even though the entry level is less, among those less people, we are becoming very successful compared to all the others. Okay, so students, I hope this section will be very useful to you, right? Have you learned anything in this section?
Yes, ma'am, learned very much.
Thank you. And I ask you that as um, you are in college. Okay, after 4 years, don't imagine that. Don't set a goal that I would like to join in so and so company. Don't look for a monthly job. Okay, so you always set a goal to start a startup or to start a small scale company. Like you try to utilize all the opportunities given by AICT and JNT also organizes many of the contests. I ask you that every student has to enroll. So first of all, you take participation in the contest which is being given to you because these are the opportunities given by our government. So either you fail or succeed in those contests. It doesn't matter, but you will learn experience. You will learn a few things if you participate in a contest, so that those experience surely it will give confidence to you in order to become a successful person in your life. Okay. Okay,
Thank
students.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for joining this session.
Thank you, madam, for sharing an inspiring learning experience. It was such a wonderful, brilliant, and informative session and knowledge sharing with students on mentorship session for student entrepreneurs. The webinar was very well designed, practical, and valuable for everyone who wants to enhance their understanding and becoming an entrepreneur. Many thanks for the brilliant session, ma'am. Now, vote of thanks by Mr. J. Naresh Kumar, sir, in charge HOD, second person of Department of Information Technology.
Yeah, good afternoon to all. Myself, J. Naresh Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of IT, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. Yeah, it's a really great privilege for me to extend a vote of thanks for today's webinar session. I would like to thank our webinar speaker, today's webinar speaker, and our beloved HOD Madam, Dr. S.Jayanthi Madam, for enlightening us with her knowledge on the topic mentorship session for student entrepreneurs through experts. I could say really the webinar was really informative, as Sangeeta Madam said. It was really informative, and Madam explained very clearly. Even though we had many sessions like this, entrepreneur, even the students might have gone through many webinars on this session, but this session was really different because she explained from the scratch what are the key benefits of becoming an entrepreneur and what are the characteristics an entrepreneur should have. Really, it was informative, and I think I expect our students also should make a note of it and implement in their life, not to get the jobs. That everyone has to become entrepreneurs. And I would like to thank finally our management and principal sir for giving approval to conduct these type of webinars. And I also thank all the staff members, and all the students who have attended this. Over to Sangeeta madam. Sangeeta madam, can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, students, you can remove yourself from the
Some
session.
network problem is there. You can, the webinar is
Yeah.
getting close now. You can.
Okay. Thank you, madam.